What's up, everyone? It's me, obviously. I'm currently doing some very big plans. Me and a few friends in the next while. I'm obviously going to let y'all know. Can't say much about it now because we don't know if it's actually going to happen. But me and a few buddies of mine are going to actually go get a apartment with uh, me and my two friends. So, um, yeah, it should be crazy. I mean, I got a lot of stuff planned. Um, I can tell y'all this. Stuff that can possibly happen is stuff. I will say this. I'll give y'all little hints. The stuff that I will be talking about in this one mega video, and I mean it's gonna be over probably an hour. I'm shooting for over an hour. Now, a lot of you are probably like, how am I gonna shoot for over an hour? I have a plan on that. Working on getting a job so I can get a new computer so I can do this. Some stuff that I will be talking about is intro and channel future video plans, which I have a Google Doc, which I'm working on right now as we speak. Room tour, like, of the apartment I'm getting. So also in the future, I will most likely be getting into streaming. Now I do have a Twitch that I do sometimes stream on, but it is very rare because my account for my Xbox does not have Twitch recording capabilities. It's stupid. So definitely going to get into streaming when I get my main PC. Streaming with Fortnite, streaming video games, streaming live, just all this stuff. And also, in the future, I will be having a schedule for all my videos. Something like a schedule could be like, I'll be uploading this video on a certain day, another video, like a certain, like, thing on a certain day. Reaction videos are something I really want to get into. Music plans. Now, this is something that could either make my channel or could just completely flop. Now, since I am living with two of my buddies, I will have a little more help, and I can show them, hey, this is what I'm doing, this is what we don't do. I'm also planning on getting a new YouTube. Because I do feel like, yes, the channel that I'm on now, yes, it's good, but it could be better. It could be reworked into something better. For example, better thumbnails, better descriptions, better titles, better, editing. Because I don't edit my videos. Everything that y'all see is completely raw. Unscripted, nothing. It is just boom, raw. Moving into apartments with friends. So this is basically the main thing. Oh, my lips. I'm moving into an apartment with two of my buddies that I've known for a very long time. Job plans and future outlook. For example, just, like a day in the life. I get home from work one day, or I get back to the apartment one day, hop on a video. What's up, y'all? I just talk about my days, tell you how it went, and the future outlook. Now, the future outlook, that is a bit more confusing, because, yes, I will be living with my buddies until I can get my own place. Once I get my own place, then I will actually really start to focus on, you know, everything. Because, as most of y'all know, I have a girlfriend. And this is for her. Now this is the engagement ring. Now yes, I did technically propose, but there was some stuff that happened. I'm not gonna talk about it. But yeah, some other stuff. Let's see. So, like I said, right? I am gonna get my own place with my girlfriend and my adopted daughters. I'll explain more about what I mean by adopted daughters. Life plans. Life plans, life plans, life plans. For example, like, fuck. Like a day in my life, right? Get ready with me. I'm actually going to really start getting back into, like, because I originally, a buddy of mine that I used to know used to help me. I might actually start talking to him again, seeing if he wants me to help with stuff. So yeah, apartment tour. When I get my apartment with my buddies, I will do an apartment tour. The energy collection. So, a lot of y'all don't know this, but I actually have a really big energy drink collection, and funny enough, I'm actually drinking one right now. So, yeah. So I'll show that before we go to the apartment. Now, the reason I haven't showed it yet is because everything that the box that I have the energy drinks in is currently in the other room that is behind my wall. It is our guest bedroom that used to be my old room. So that's good. Schooling a new hobby. I do also want to do online college. So, and basically I really want to get into, a new hobby. I play video games constantly. And, after some while, that stuff can get really boring real quick. And then we have the summary and the closing, which is basically going to be a recap of basically everything I just talked about. So, if I want to make it 30 to 50 minutes, let's see. What do you got? Let's talk about your... Okay, so the intro... And so here we go. We're going to go back through everything. But it's in more in-depth. The channel in the future. Talk about my journey so far. So, what I could basically say is, for example, what my life has been like before and what my life has been like during and what my life is going to continue to be like with YouTube. I'll talk about everything that's changing. I'll even have a list of everything that will be changing. And also in the future, when I do have money, I actually will have people help me with editing, and I'll actually start planning just all this stuff out. And if you guys remember, I uploaded a video called merch ? Yes, that is another thing I will also be working towards, is the merch. Now I don't know what would be on it yet. That's still in the phase 0, the planning phase. When I start actually getting around to doing that stuff, I will make a video talking about it. The future specific type of content that you want to focus on, most likely, I'll have, I'll have a few new channels coming out. One that's going to be my reaction. one that's going to be the main, which is this one that you guys are on, my main channel. I'll have all these other games, and I want to get more involved with you guys. So, let me know if you guys actually. So, let me know down in the comments below right now. Are you guys currently living in an apartment, and do you guys like it? And let me know, what can someone like me, who's been living in a house for the past 20 years, what can I expect, right? So that's something I want to know, like, what can I expect, right? The next topic I would be talking about more in depth of is the room tour. Now, this is going to be a little bit different. This isn't going to happen for a while. Because the thing is, we need money, we need food, all this stuff. So, it's going to take a while for me to get that room tour out. The streaming and gaming PC, that is going to be crazy because funny thing is, I'm working with this. This is basically for YouTube and everything else. It's for a lot of stuff, and it is sad. You see all those other people that have all these, crazy PCs, and I'm stuck with a laptop that barely works. That's the sad thing. So like half the pages don't even load. So I'm either going to run the tech videos on here on the main channel, where I kind of just, if I find something cool, I talk about it, right? We go over it, we look at it, we see, what kind of makes it look good, stuff like that. So yeah, the content so that was actually from the room tour. I just decided to mention that. Talk about how streaming is going to fit into my content plans. Well, it's going to mainly fit into my content plan because I'm actually going to start making a plan. Like, say Monday I want to release a Fortnite video, or say I want to release 2 videos on Monday. One could be a Fortnite video, or like a Fortnite challenge that I'm going to be doing. A second one could be, something, for example, I don't know, an update or stuff like that. Let's see, what else? Fortnite goals, I might start playing competitively, stuff like that. Because, like, for example, if I do start playing competitively, I will let y'all know, and I will also make a few videos. If you guys need a duo, and if you guys want to help train, if you guys want to train me, because I am not the best player at Fortnite. I am stuck with a controller that moves the Fortnite character by itself, and I'm also dealing with stick drift, so that's not fun. The reaction content, that's a new thing that I would do. So, as most of you guys know, on my channel right now there are, a few videos on there of reaction stuff, but there's not a lot. So, that's another big thing I want to get into. Music plan. That's another thing. That's another huge, huge, huge project that I really want to start getting into. I do have, all those songs that y'all see that are on my YouTube, and I really do want to start getting back into that, because I want to start recording my own songs and uploading them for y'all to see, because, how I was originally doing is with a headset plugged into my computer and then my phone. I would have the music in my ears so y'all can't hear it and y'all only hear the voice. But I want to start making my own songs, not some random person songs. Like, for example, The Crown on My Head, or Built Different, or Terraria Nights. I want to use my own personal voice for those. So, moving in apartments, friend. Talk about Dave and Matthew and my friendship. So I'll obviously when I do start talking about this, the bigger video of this, I will get more in depth of our friendship, and what a game plan could possibly look like for all of us. My job plans. Another thing is I want to do either streaming or music full time. Okay, I mainly want to do streaming full time. That's my main goal. The music could be a hobby that I could do. Like, if I've just got off like a 4-hour stream, I can hop on, do some, song planning and stuff like that, and also videos. So, eventually when I get enough money as well, I want to move into my own place so I can actually have, hang out with my girl, and I can really start thinking about wedding stuff and all this with my girlfriend. So yeah, life plans. Like, where do you see yourself in 10 years? Where I kind of see myself around that time is with, I'm a big content creator, at least I hope, and a big streamer as well. Also another thing though is I'll probably be a good artist by then. How do I plan on balancing YouTube, music, work, and family? That's something that's gonna have to be discussed in a whole nother video. But I'm gonna have all I'm saying is I'm gonna have probably a schedule of this, that, this, or that, right? Like, it's gonna be, for example, if there's not gonna be a video or a stream, I'm also going to start making a website where you guys can go and basically you guys will see a schedule of YouTube videos, like what videos I have upcoming, what videos are planned, and the next stream I plan on doing. Also, I'm not only just going to be doing Twitch streaming, I'm also going to be doing YouTube streaming on both. So I'm going to be doing 2 streams at once, which is going to be really, really nice. Apartment tour. Show off the apartment, your setup, shared space, and future decoration plans. So, I actually really want to get into, if you guys know, let me know down in the comments below if you guys have made it this far. Let me know if you guys have ever heard of Displate. So, Displate is actually a metal poster company, and they have some really cool stuff. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I can't access Display for some reason. What the fuck? That's fucking stupid. Whatever, besides the point. I want to get in Display because Display has some really cool posters, and I like cool posters. Then I'm pretty sure they're also magnetic, so they won't fuck up the wall, and it'll be awesome. About the energy drink collection, I will be releasing that video, most likely real soon. At least that's the plan. Like I said before,